Drivers, to your cars.
What time am I supposed to be taking on right now? Just stop putting the lids on these. If you put the lids on, I can't get them fucking open. It's even the one I want.
Drivers, to your cars.
How many times do I have to say, don't put the fucking lid on this thing? I keep opening it. Put a lid on it. Just need these. Welcome to Talladega.
Drivers, start your engines.
For the Busch Bonanza, Alabama 270. Engines are fired and the grid will roll off shortly. Your commentator sitting here in agony today as the 42 has blown up on the grid. Bad start for Bobby Farrell. He will score no points if they don't fix that car because he won't even get across start finish. Pace cars in. And we are green from Talladega. Rod Weston leads them away. Stephen Lowe tucks in behind him. Momentum building. I think we might have had two cars break on the grid because only 40 crossed the start line there on the first lap. We'll see. Here comes 24 on the bottom side. Help coming from the 55. 58, big run coming all the way on the bottom. Weston's going to give up this lead here. Johnny Reed Foley, first Bonanza start of the season for him on the bottom, fourth car in line. And now John Cheeseman's going to come looking for the lead at the end of lap one, and our leader at the end of lap one is going to be John Cheeseman. It was James DeCourcy who also had trouble on the grid, but that car is out on track now. Gene Stapleton beginning to lose the draft already. Cheeseman continues to lead. Foley hot on his heels. And Cheeseman will lead this lap as well. Foley's still right on him. Ramaswamy trying to look for a way past both of them. And Stephen Lowe's been put 3 wide on the high side. Down the backstretch they come. We've also got Dalton Lucas in the field today. Kevin Corbett has made the show, hoping for a good finish. That team is. Stapleton is just hanging on back there. I think he's going to lose the draft here in another lap or so. Bink Lucas in the field today. Steven Spears. Starting to see more of the extravaganza guys coming out and trying to get some seat time in the draft. Cheeseman continues to lead, starting to get single file at the front. Stapleton, yeah, he's lost the draft back there. It's going to take something weird happening for him to stay with this field. Nobody's able to really get anywhere with Cheeseman. Here comes Painter looking for the inside on Foley. He didn't get there. Now they're 3 wide for fourth. Foley just trying to get draft off this 55, but I think he's going to leave the door open here for Painter. Slams it shut again. It's an emphatic slamming of a door. Painter still trying to get this bottom line going, not getting much help down there. Here comes Tommy Davis to give him some help, but not going to get him alongside Foley. Seb Alexander back there in the 0-7, trying to work his way forward. That team has been disappointed so far this season. New driver in that car, but the results have not been any better than they were. Team is not very happy. Stephen Davis not running very well this season either. Those Hondas just not looking the way the team needs them to look. Davis going to the bottom. Foley's gotten shuffled now. We'll see if anybody can get up here and do anything with John Cheeseman. Alexander looking for second now. He's going to take it. Cheeseman just continues to be the class of the field. Very strong car. Field's starting to stretch out in the middle there. Let's see if it comes back together. Somebody may have had a little bit of clenching happen back there. Sounds like we are catching a car. Yeah, 42 will not be scoring any points today. He did not even make it to start-finish once. That's not going to help Bobby Farrell's chances for the season. Catching that 90 car. We'll see if once they catch him, if that car's up to song and can stay with the draft, or if they're going to blow by him. A handful of cars have gotten tailed off the back of the field. Stapleton's off the back. We got a few all the way back there that are trying not to get tailed off. Stapleton's the only one that's definitively out of it now that they've caught the 90. Stapleton back there kind of hoping for a yellow to get him back in this. Rod Weston worked his way back up. He is now on the bumper of the lead, but here comes Steve Enkman to his inside. Door slammed shut again. Seen a lot of that move into turn one, looking high to see if we can get any momentum, and then slamming that door shut. Front of the pack stretching out. They're trying to create a breakaway. 34, I believe that's Griffin going to the bottom. Mersdorf to his outside, getting the run, and all the cars in front of him. Mersdorf won't clear him, though. Cheeseman continuing to lead here. And we do have cars falling off the back of the field. Looks like Tony Gunk, Charles White, and Jackson Vatcher is out of the race. They've had an engine failure. That car is in the pits. Motor is blown. Scott Drake loose in the track back there too. Alex Stello just hanging on back there. We'll see if he stays with the draft or not. Cheeseman continues to lead. Field getting very strong out. I think they've dropped Stello. Painter just sort of fishing around looking for somewhere to go here. Somebody's got to get to Cheeseman's bumper here and make a move, otherwise he's just going to keep leading. Stello has lost the draft. We haven't even gotten to the pit stop and the field's starting to break up. Doug Spark working his way forward in that number 03 Pontiac. The E3 Spark Plugs Pontiac. Car owner on that one is the driver. The 46 is a little further back, kind of trying to get there with Dalton Lucas and get back up to the front of this group. Spark's going to get shuffled here. Stout to the bottom. Cheeseman's going to continue leading. Seb Alexander's just hanging on back there. Needs to get on that draft. Cannot afford to get dropped. York's trying to get the inside of Weston. Doesn't get there. Somebody's got to do something to Cheeseman here. Otherwise, he is going to just keep on leading. Yeah, the back of this pack is starting to get real ragged. We're starting to dwindle it down a bit. Does look like Gunk, Drake, and White are all together off the back. Stella will fade back to them. Stapleton's got nobody back there with him. No friends. He is praying for a yellow before they catch him. York is right there. Come on, Dwight. You got to make a move. We can't let this guy stink up the show. It's a plate race. Alexander's starting to get dropped. Stephen Lowe is going to push York out of line. This is why This is why Cheeseman will continue to lead if they fight each other. Shadle to the bottom. I haven't seen much out of that team this season. And look at that, they're just letting Inkman stretch away here. And meanwhile, he is just stretching this field out. Oh, I saw smoke back there. I think we've had an engine failure. We have an engine failure. It's Foley. Foley has lost an engine in the middle of the field. So Foley's going to be out of this race, and that's broken the pack clean in half. Spears stuck back there in the second group. Stapleton's crew screaming, "There's oil everywhere. Throw the yellow." He's going to get lapped here in another lap or so. They're 3 wide here, but I think the front of this field is pulling along fast enough that it ain't going to matter. I don't think that second group's going to catch them. Never seen a field break up like this at Talladega without the pit stop even. Foley still hasn't gotten back to the pit lane yet. So who we got in that second pack? Ben White, Seb Alexander, Hawkins is back there. Let's go back there and look. Raines is back here. We got Beresford, Bink Lucas, Nate Moorhead, Steven Spears, Tony Tonto Jr., Gino Sphere on the Papagino's machine, and Nigel Ramaswamy are now in a pack off the back here. And Foley, that car done for the day. We are 3 cars down already, and we're only 18 laps in. And still, nobody can do anything with John Cheeseman. There's Stapleton getting ready to get lapped. He is screaming, "There's oil everywhere. How are we still going?" Let's see, what is the gap between these packs? They're 3.5 back, the second group. We'll see if they're making any sort of headway here when we come by start-finish. Very single file at the front of the main group. The second pack's trying to get organized. Here we come to catch Stapleton. And Gene will go down a lap as we start lap 19. Second pack not gaining anything. And there goes that 96. Down a lap early on. Something just not quite right on the engine on that one, I suspect. Gonna just ride around, I think, all day. Boring day for him, but gonna just try to pick up the spots as people run into trouble. I can't read any of that. Just love that I sit down to actually start giving you guys a broadcast, and suddenly everybody needs something. And we've got pit stops. Cheeseman's going to lead the first group in, and that's going to turn over the lead to Reno Jackson. Going to watch him from the pit lane camera here. This is going to break up the field. All right, getting our pit stops done here. Gotta be careful here with these pit callers because it is very easy to have an accident coming in and out of the pits. Second group is coming. We're gonna turn over the lead now to Joe Mersdorf will now lead. We'll see how the field reforms after this. Oh, Kevin. These guys that are out here by themselves right now with no draft are gonna be in for a bad time. No, not the pace car. So Sparks in, Gino's in, Hawkins. Cheeseman has resumed. He's going to resume just ahead of the leader on the track. Here comes the 77. He's got Stout and Davis with him. Are they coming into the pits? They are. Anybody staying out? I think Dalton's going to go a lap here. Dalton and Dwight York appear to be still going at this. Or did they already pit? I don't know who the leader is right now. I've lost the leader in the cycle. It's still showing the 54's leader, so I think everybody's pitted and we're cycling around. So here we come down the back stretch. Field's going to try to form back up. There's Cheeseman. Cheeseman appears to still be the leader. Stapleton actually stayed out a lap. If he'd gotten a yellow, he might have gotten his lap back. So Cheeseman's out here leading still from the looks of it, but he's got a group of cars coming. He needs them to get here quick. The longer it takes him to get here, the more trouble he's going to be in. These guys are going to be way behind. This is going to be the lead group, going by the 77, the 78. I think Dalton's going to be the last one in this group, potentially, but he might drag Reno and Davis with him. Spark looking for the lead, not going to get there. This 55 is too strong, guys. You guys are going to have to gang up on him. Spark looking to the inside. I think he's there. Spark going for the lead. Caution's out, and Doug Spark is your leader. Let's see why we have a caution. I have a hunch that somebody's had a bad time. Let's find out. Okay, there's the lights coming on the pace car. Oh, yes, someone has had a bad time. Whitman and Diggs have come together at the end of the backstretch. Diggs coming out of the pits. Yeah, Whitman just pile drove into the back of him. Put that 40 in the fence hard. Both of those cars are almost certainly done for the day. Oh! More piled in. Of course they did. Can we change our... Only having one arm is making it really hard to change camera angles. Okay, let's watch. We had a camera on Diggs here, so he's going to get just so hard into the wall. I don't know what that was about. And he's going to slide down the banking, and he's going to get clobber. Beresford, Gino, get some Mersdorf in it. Is there anybody else coming behind that? Jeez. I don't know. Did Bink avoid this, or did Bink get caught up? Oh, I think Bink snuck through. And now Mersdorf is going to go sliding down the banking. I hope nobody's coming behind him. There were more cars coming behind that. But it looks like everything cleared up before they got there. So we are under caution for the first time. A crash during the pit cycle has wiped out the number 40 of Mullimer Diggs. The 54, Joe Mersdorf, is out. Roger Whitman done for the day. Adam Beresford done, and Gino Sphere done for the day. All of them are going to be making a trip to the infield care center to get checked out. Down a lap, the 90 and the 96. Also out with engine failures, Johnny Reed Foley, Jackson Batcher, and Bobby Farrell had a motor failure on the grid. Didn't even take the start. Will not score any points today. So we work the 25th lap under caution. Okay. So let's see. After the pit stops, under caution here, obviously, Stephen Lowe is now going to be the leader. And it's going to be at least one more lap of caution. It's going to be entirely too warm in here because I can't open the window I need open. The mail's here. I bet that's what it was. Well, they pace. I'm going to fold some. some towels. It's hard to fold towels when you only have one arm that's anywhere near usable. Yeah, really. Pro tip, kids, don't break both of your elbows at the same time. Don't do it. Don't break one even, but if you can't avoid that, don't break them both at the same time. Expecting lights out on the pace car here. Lights are out on the pace car. We will be going green. Two lap cars going to the inside, Stapleton and DeCourcy. Stephen Lowe will be the leader on the restart. Kind of disappointed that we got that yellow. It's going to be interesting to see how the field broke up, but now we've put them all back together. Anybody that's running is going to be in the lead draft. Stapleton and DeCourcy will be hoping that something happens to get them back on the lead lap, or at the very least that if there's more trouble, they stay out of it so they can pick up the spots. Pace car coming off of 4. Fans getting back on their feet. Everybody holding up a cell phone to record the inevitable restart that probably won't be as crazy. And Tony Tonto Jr.'s got a problem. Looks like that car's heading for the pit lane. That may be a strategy call. We'll have to find out, but it's an odd strategy if it is. And we are green again from Talladega. See if Cheeseman works his way up to the front quickly again, or if he finds it a little more difficult this time. Stephen Lowe stretching away a little bit here. That 96, like I said, I think they've just got a bad engine. 57 appears to have picked up damage on his pit stop. And the 86 missing a hood from something. I think did he get part of that wreck or did he get hit in pit road? I don't know, we're not going to go back and look. We just know he has no hood, so he ain't winning this race unless something really crazy happens. Here comes Troy Torgerson looking for the second spot.
Member joined.
Hello, kind sir.
Welcome to the Bonanza race.
I can't hear you at all. Let me turn you up to 15 decibels. Okay, I've turned you up to 20 decibels.
I said welcome to the Bonanza race.
Oh. At Talladega?
No, we're on the moon.
Well, you're going to have to get off the track because we are running Extravaganza 2.
Yes, that race isn't for another hour.
No.
You put on the website 7 Eastern.
I put on 6 Eastern.
Oh, when I just looked 3 hours ago, it said 7, so... Too bad.
Oh. Yeah, you definitely read it wrong, but keep me informed on the race, sir.
Well, there's been fatalities. I mean, we just went green after a substantial crash at the end of a cycle of green flag pit stops, and at least one car did not even make the green flag. Well, they let Cheeseman get back to the
I'm
lead.
gonna have to give you Dalton's car file.
Why is that?
These are all extravaganza paint schemes.
Huh?
For Dalton and Spears, they don't have their Bonanza schemes.
Those are the Bonanza schemes I have for them.
No, let me give it to you.
Tony, when was the last time I talked to you?
Oh, like 18 weeks ago.
I was gonna
don't
say,
know.
like, you don't know that I'm sitting here with 2 broken elbows and hopped up on painkillers, do you?
Yeah, we can talk about that after the Bonanza race.
Well, yeah, that's why the race wasn't yesterday.
Can you adjust the camera files, or do you have to, like, use laser vision, or...
What?
Can you use a mouse?
Yes, I can use the mouse, but I can either use the mouse or the keyboard. I can't do both at the same time right now.
You gonna race anything tonight?
Tony, it's unlikely that I drive anything in any capacity for at least 2 weeks.
Alright. Would you like to tell me what happened?
I fell over backwards, was out skating, and broke both of my elbows.
No. You ever gonna skate again?
No, I think I'm going to call that a career.
I think that's the best bet, sir.
Given that the first time I went inline skating, I hurt myself, I think I'll call that a career.
Alright.
That caution worked out for Kevin, though. He was going to be off the back of the field. Now, here he is in the top 5. Like I said, hopped up on painkillers. Yeah, no, I spent basically, I would say, all day Sunday and Monday between urgent care and the hospital. And
Nice.
then had surgery yesterday. So yeah, not been a fun week or so. Good thing I had an absurd amount of sick time. As Tony Gunk takes the lead, he was off the back of the field before the caution.
Tony Gunk, excellent super speedway driver.
Yeah, we had a couple of, we've got a handful of extravaganza ringers that showed up, but one of them sure as hell ain't going to win this race. If I show you the bottom of the scoring pylon, you might figure out who it is.
I'm good, I can just go back. Oh, Molmar.
Oh yeah, you'll want to see that. That was a colossal crash, and we are about to put a lap on Tony Tonto Jr. He pitted at the green. I don't know what strategy call that was, but it ain't working.
Is Broderick going to be banned from Bonanza after his second... Oh my god!
Did you just watch the crash?
No.
Yeah, I don't understand what that was. Like, the AI just sort of drove right into him and threw him. I mean, did Mulmer Diggs say something rude about Broderick's waifu or something?
But that was Molmar's fault?
No, I'm asking why would Broderick be trying to murder the man?
He tried to kill Dan 3 years ago. This is just a common theme.
Was that Broderick that did that? I thought that was, I don't remember that being Broderick.
That was Broderick. In fact, it's the same 2 cars. It's instead of the 04, it's the 40.
I must be misremembering something. I'm thinking of yeah, I don't know what crash I'm thinking of, but I'm definitely thinking of a different one. Look, these 2 cars have broken away from the field.
Dude, Tony Gunk, he's just got the talent.
I don't know if they're going to stay broke away. I need to do a new paint scheme for the 33. I just don't have any sponsor ideas for him. There was something that popped in my head too the other day for a sponsor, and I didn't fucking write it down.
Try not to change all the cars, Tim.
I'm not trying to change them all at once, but like the ones that are especially like kind of shitty or have sponsors that I really don't want to be promoting anymore, I've been trying to like kind of change one at a time here and there. Oh, and we've got Dave Daniels blowing a motor. He's trying to get off the track. He'll finally get down. I did multiple test races. I actually was doing my test races on Saturday before I went skating because I figured I could save some time. It's like I knew I was going to kill myself. So there was not this much attrition in the test races. One of the test races ran 60 laps, no cautions.
It's good to have cautions at Talladega.
Yeah, it's also good to have green flag runs too. I'm wondering if they're going to be able to fix this one or if it's done. I actually did some tweaks to this track. You know how they had that issue where they'll like overshoot the pits a little bit, get in the grass, and fly into the air?
Yeah.
And throw up dust? Yeah, I fixed that mostly. They haven't gone flying into the air. But yeah, I fixed the missing the pit lane thing. I moved their merge point back and increased their braking efficiency. Dave Daniels
What
done.
version are you using?
I don't remember if this is 2014 or 2019, but they're the same track with different textures.
It will keep me well updated with the events of the events, sir.
Dave Daniels done. Lost a camshaft. That's going to leave 33 cars running as Reigns is going to go down a lap with damage from an incident. Front end smashed off of that car. Which version are you running?
2014.
I think that's the exact same one I'm using. I had both a 14 and a 19 installed, and I think this is 14. You know what? I could check. Hang on. It doesn't say here. Ow.
I'm hoping that you put in, because I put him in, the new team that I have for IMSA, who actually started at Long Beach.
I haven't scored that race, so here at the end of this, remind me and I'll take care of it.
Okay.
Yes, I took my drugs.
And you're driving.
I'm not driving anything.
I'm not gonna get well, Cody. At first I couldn't find the cookies because the way it's going out, so I got these cookies.
Okay, so you got extra cookies.
They're as you're leaving the bakery.
They did move them to direct in front of the pharmacy,
Yeah.
didn't they?
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
And I was looking at all the other baked goods.
Granted, they would have been directly behind you when you grabbed the cheese and is that everything from out there?
Okay.
No, I took my meds. I had a nice long talk with my boss.
Okay. You okay?
Yeah, no, just trying to take care of all the stuff that I was supposed to be taking care of.
Great. I think that's new place, so.
Yeah, no, we've got a game plan. The person I was supposed to be running a check on is going to have to do her check with the FAA. And there's a distinct probability that our FAA guy is going to call me to go through this questions that I would ask to say, no. Either there or up here. I mean,
I got a few things for me.
yes.
Where do you put this?
On the counter. Oh, I usually buy the biggest thing.
I couldn't remember which size, and I knew it wasn't a great big huge.
I mean, what did you do? Oh, well, it's a living plant. It's all wrong.
I bought you another present. I know it smells good. It smells really
Oh, more green flag pit stops.
And I got some.
Now, I'm going to warn you, don't say anything loud that you wouldn't want to hear. That racing is slow.
I told Dad when he had to come over.
Member left.
Which kind of juice would you
Ooh, ooh. What are we doing, guys? You're door slamming each other into the pit lane. Where did you go? There's already just some flips. We just all go up on the shelf, right? One. Yes, those are the things I know about. No, it's some variation, whatever looks good. It's all. There we go.
Oh, those are.
Member joined.
Oh, these were mozzarella bites.
No.
I was trying to rotate.
No, if those were mozzarella bites, they've already been eaten because I really, really, really wanted mozzarella bites the other day. Because those things are just so damn good.
And I like berries, so I bought myself some berries.
How do you feel about Josh Berry, though?
I don't know. It's still trying to get to make the thing instead of buying eggs and splash with milk.
Live from Talladega, 45,000 times 5 fans in the stands. That makes 2,200,000. Here is the starting lineup for the Spring Talladega Extravaganza at Talladega.
Well, now we need to do it. Come on.
Starting on the pole, John Batista, the Wendy's Old Fashioned Hamburgers, winner of 2 of the last 3. Second, Volkswagen, Tim McDonald, Caterpillar, 17th in points. JB comes in 6th, winner at Rockingham, Richmond, and Martinsville. Tim, looking for his first win of the season. Third, Mr. Tony Pizarro, points leader, winner at Daytona and Bristol. Rick Jackson, currently struggling this year, 14th in points. R2W teammate on the inside. Fifth, Chauncey Redmond Jr., Rookie of the Year leader, New England Patriots. And 6th, John Tharp Zigzag. Get your local Zigzag at the Talladega Infield today. Currently 8th in points, winner at Homestead. Ryan Hoyser, winner at Atlanta. And Alex Krapser, winner here twice since 2020. Jimmy Stevens, currently 18th in points, and comeback driver of the year so far, Adam Krapser, Green Bay Packers, 4th in points. Scott Jackson looking to rebound his season, and qualifying 12th, Matthew Dominique. Craig Lee, 16th in points. And teammate Dave Miller, 9th in points. Johnny Reed Foley, 7th in points. And on the outside, Aaron Cummings, Mellow Yellow makes the field. hoping to gain some ground on Dan Johnston in 35th. Speaking of which, Mr. Allstate, Dan Johnston. And third in points, Texas winner Zach Miller. Teammate Markel Murphy, Red Bull. Logan Sheets, Pizza Hut. Tex Perry, E85. And Christian Torres. Michael Henson. Ben Gear makes the show. Alan Nesfetter. Ken Pettit, currently 20th in points. Jonathan Skravix. Scott Drake makes the field. Matt Raboyne, currently 19th in points. 2 top 5s in his last 3 races, and Zach Michaels, 2nd in points. Randy Dobbins. Mark Huron. Dalton Lucas. Needs a good finish today, 39th in points. Bill Werkheiser. Scott Deutsch makes his first race of the season in the 24 Follett Ford Fusion Ford. And Connor Germain, Royal Purple. Steven Spears comes in 37th in points. And Rob Scarberry, STP. Ziggy Moonglow, 2nd in Rookie of the Year. Ken Joint makes the field. Tony Long. Gino Spear makes his first race in the number 444 entry for Wasp Racing. And Dakota Wilkins, California winner. Mr. Donald Stewart, 10th in points. Pink Lucas, looking to rebound his season. And last on the grid, Pontiac, 007 Joe Polson. We got some guys that did not make the field today. They include David Courtney, David Baldinger, Mark Huron, Tony Gunk, Steve Inkman, and others. 46 car field. Got 240,000 people packed into those grandstands, waiting for intense action.
Empty storage container that isn't for food.
Well, how about
I thought I had something plastic. Sitting around that would have done the trick enough, and I'm not finding it. I just thought of something you could have used.
what?
I just set it in the bucket.
I'm going to set it outside. Let's remember to bring it in.
If it's
Just
going
in
to
case
freeze,
that
I mean,
leaks.
if it doesn't freeze, who cares? I should set it where it's so easy.
Did they give you a time frame on when you can be able to come back and be normal?
Tony, I've never been normal.
Come back and be normal.
So the follow-up after the surgery is like 2 weeks, so not this Wednesday, but the next one, and then I'll have some idea of what else I'm looking at.
So it'll be at least a month.
I don't know about a month, but it'll be at least until the splint that's on the arm I had surgery on comes off before I really could do much anything with it.
Okay.
Good thing I hadn't skipped any weeks in iRacing, otherwise that would have been my participation credit down the drain.
I'd focus more on the injury and not worry too much.
Well, we're sort of at the point where rehabbing is going to become the more important thing. I have a hunch as soon as I can that actually won't be a bad way to rebuild some of the muscle mass. So we've had green flag pit stops. The lead group is Dwight York, Reno Jackson, Kevin Corbett, Dave Daniels, Tony Gunk, and Jack Painter. Doug Spark is in the second group trying to get caught back up to him.
Can you give me a rundown on the top 10?
Well, I just gave you the top 6, so the rest of the top 10, Doug Spark is leading the second group in 7th. Then Troy Torgerson, Steven Spears, and John Cheeseman are the top 10.
And as we all know, Steven Spears has never won a Bonanza Series race. Can he do it today?
I don't think he's won an Extravaganza Series race either, and we have just caught some slow-ass lap cars that are going to check this group up and bring them all together. Yes, Tony created a whole universe of what's been happening in some of these races. Retro racing. I painted a car set for 1963, 1983, and 1970. It was one of those, no, two of those races that was actually car races. No, I said from there or here with the other.
All right, lap 3. John Batista has led both so far, side by side for second. Rick Jackson, Tim McDonald, 4 wide behind.
I was trying to think with the air fryer. I think I tuned it that way. Yes, but I want to clean it off. I use it frequently enough. I use it frequently enough. I don't know, what are you trying to do?
Let's get on board with Pete Deutsch here.
I always sometimes I turn this on there and then just drop it on the lowest number. So if I already got 4.5 for 12 minutes. Because that's easier math. That's okay. The rumor is that they're shutting down the Alexa division and all those things will become worthless pieces of plastic. So, 4, 5, or 6 of them. So I'm going to try one. In case I actually like them. I don't know that I will, but sometimes you can cover up the thing that's healthy and I don't like.
They're not terrible.
I either have some sort of where they go on the drawer. I turned too fast and then my elbow 10 steps. So I did some. If you open that one, that might be one serving of fingers. You know, I'm thinking about it. I may just be itchy because I've got the windows open. I'm just allergic to the air.
Yeah, that's true. I put my stuff over here too.
carrot, I nearly took a finger off. Like the feet is now in the seats.
I think that's probably what they're to do is to take the fingers.
All right, lap 8, new leader, Johnny Reed Foley.
Go forward.
Actually, now that I think about it, since I already know my strings working.
You could use this as a bathroom. Just pour it this way.
I don't know why I would want to do that. Because come out of the bath and throw a towel on. Alright, Rod Weston now leads. Oh, we're going to come around to start finish, so we'll get a whole new running order here. We'll wait for that.
What's the top 10?
Leader, Rod Weston, Dwight York second, Reno Jackson third, fourth, Ben White fifth, Kevin Corbett sixth, Steven Spears seventh, John Cheeseman, Doug Sparkin eighth, Troy Torgerson ninth, Jack Painter 10th. The other two cars in the lead draft, 11th, Tony Gunk, 12th, Nate Moorhead.
Did Ryan Phillips make the field?
No.
No.
And we're getting more green flag pit stops. White, Torgerson, and Moorhead to the pits. So we come around with 40 to go. So there'll be one more pit stop after this one.
New leader.
Be very careful about leaning on the outlet.
Man Jackson with a pass on the outside.
You can sit on the couch. I'm not using it at the moment.
44 cars still in the lead draft.
Did you turn? Oh, let's see it.
Joe Poulsen and Tony Long falling off pace.
More takers in the lead draft. That's going to leave York, Weston, and Painter out on the track. Let's see. We've got a couple more takers, but it looks like Painter's going to stay. Oh, it looks like Painter's going to stay out another lap. I love when I'm pushing the wrong button because it's my muscle memory is for the other hand. I keep doing that when I'm trying to talk. I keep hitting the middle button instead of the bottom button because my muscle memory isn't for that hand. There's Kevin rejoining. I think Sparks got away from him. And the leader pits. Leader finally pits. Let's see how we cycle through. 58 is who I should be looking for. 58 is still coming out of the pits, so we'll see where this merge is. I think Ben White's going to be our leader potentially here. No, York's up to speed. Where's Painter going to cycle in? Ooh, that was close. There's Painter. They're going to go right past him. So that strategy didn't work out. We're going to try to form up a lead group here.
Lap 15, new leader, NOS Energy, Ryan Hoiser.
As we start lap 69. Penultimate pit stops finished. Lead group. Dwight York, Ben White, Nate Moorhead, Reno Jackson.
Let's go Fizzlo.
And we've got Spark and Torgerson just hanging on. I don't know that Spark and Torgerson are going to stay with him, although they just went two wide for a third, so that's going to bring them back. Scott Drake hanging on to this group, but he's a lap down. And somewhere out there, the 96 of Stapleton had an engine failure. That leaves 32 cars running. What's going on?
Barrett's going to Seattle to see Joni Mitchell in concert with her mom.
Who's Joni Mitchell?
I'd like to make a refute.
She's a
The Mark Huron
very
machine
old
that I said was not in this race is in this race.
Now you're sure that's not Kevin again, right?
Not this week. Oh! 4 wide for 8th. I'd like to apologize to Mark Huron's family. And, yep. Alright, up front, we got a great battle for the lead here. Ryan Hoiser and Rick Jackson side by side for a couple of laps. And the 138 will finally clear the 44. Here comes McDonald.
So let's see, we've got a second pack that's not gaining of Cheeseman, Gunk, Corbett, Spears, Weston, and Painter are in the second group. They are about 4 seconds back, and I don't think they're gaining.
Kevin Corbett is mad at Spears for taking his spot in the extravaganza show. Will he dump him out of spite? How many laps to go, Tim?
We're just outside of 30 to go.
To go?
Yeah, just outside of 30 to go.
Okay.
We got one more pit stop coming up, and Scott Drake's getting dropped by this lead group, so that car's off. Song Dog Spark going for second. Man, I had come up with the perfect sponsor for a new either 10 or 33, and I just can't remember what it was now. I'm really upset about that. Leader's going around Reigns again. Ooh, Reigns just jumped up and blocked the heck out of Nate. Might have broken this group up because Ben White's way back now of Reno, trying to get up there. Nate's still getting blocked. I think Nate just got kicked out of the lead draft by that. Yep, Nate just got kicked out of the lead pack because of a lap car. And I think Troy Torgerson might be losing them too here, although they're side by side, the two Pontiacs for third. Torreson's going to hold on. Spark wants third back, but not bad enough to wreck anybody for it yet. Like I said, we're going to have one more pit stop. I'm really upset that I can't remember the sponsor I was going to put on. I feel like it was a trucking company. So Nate's now fading back to the second group as Ben White and Doug Spark look for second from Reno. They're going to shuffle him and set their sights on Dwight. I think these Pontiacs might be working together. Yeah, I don't feel like Torgerson's got a super strong car. He keeps getting kind of shuffled off the back of the group and creating an opening in this 5-car lead pack. Inside 20 to go. Doug Spark's going to go to the inside of Ben White down the back stretch and let Ben get back in line. I think he wanted Ben to go to the bottom there, and they both would have gone for it.
What's the speed that they're running?
Last lap for second place is a 45.5.
Alright.
Average race pace is 183 miles an hour.
Okay.
And we're coming down the backstretch at 210.
Okay, that's pretty much the same as us, but you had the cautions.
I'm actually surprised how close the speeds are because these are GNS physics. They should be a little slower.
Alright. John Batista, draft help from the... I need a hot dog. From the 3.
That's right. That's the other thing Tony can't say is
39. Here comes Foley on the inside. You've got the 3, the 39, and the 138. All drivers have a 3.
And fourth is the 14. If you take the 4 and subtract the 1, you get a 3. And we're getting ready to catch 3 lap cars.
1 minus 4 is 3. Here comes the 14.
Yeah, they're certainly running a lot more packed up than these guys were, though. These guys got strung out even before the pit stops. Alright, we're going to stretch out this lead group because we're going to add some lap cars to it. Tony Tonto's going to block the leaders, get put 3 wide. Reno Jackson and Troy Torgerson need to use the opportunity as they get checked up by the 24 here to get caught up, or they're going to lose them.
Oh.
I really hope nobody was watching on headphones because you would have just deafened them by smacking that microphone. Ow!
Joe Poulsen, 40 seconds behind the leader. He might be lapped for the first time in his extravaganza career. Oh my.
How many extravaganza races does he run?
0.
Okay.
Speaking of 0, the 0-1 about to lose the draft. Oh no.
So, where are we at? Missed this, they were doing that because somebody brought me a plate. So Ben White's actually gotten back with it. Torgerson's in the group. Second pack is still about 5.5 back, though. No, this lead group's picking up lap cars. It's only going to make them faster. Well, let's see what I'm about to see here. Oh, come on.
Joe Poulsen blocks for his career.
That could have been the entire field.
Excellent strategy move by Poulsen, staying on the lead lap for one more corner.
Yes, if he had succeeded in getting himself wrecked, as long as he can drive away, he would have wiped out the whole field and won his first race. Ben White now leads.
Three wide for the top spot, CFM teammates and Batista. The 3.
What a proof of
lead
life.
that lap, but the 22 has the draft advantage. Look at Scott Deutsch.
Second pack gained a little bit in the last couple of laps. Final pit stops. Here we go. White and Torgerson in the pit lane.
Let's go, Torgy.
It's 20 to go at the line. 20's like right there on the edge. I would have wanted to get inside 20 if I were them. Second group gained a little bit that lap too.
Tim McDonald will lead his first lap of the day.
Looks like Jackson's coming to the pits this time around. Spark gonna join him. Dwight York stays out. York finally peels off. Alright, so Eichel's coming around here. Jackson on his way out of the pits. May end up being the leader. I think Spark's going to end up in no man's land.
All right, lap 33, 3 and 22 battle hard for the lead once more.
I think our lead group is going to be down to 3 lead lap cars. So I think they're going to leave York behind here.
Who are they?
I think it's going to be Torgerson, Jackson, and White. Yeah, York might be okay as they try to wreck Tommy Davis. No, I guess York's going to hold on. He shouldn't have been able to, but they all tried to crash each other. Torgerson's got damage. I don't know where he got it from.
Are they in the same pack?
I mean, the packs are reforming. We're still cycling pit stops. Okay, so Torgerson leads. This pack's got more lap cars in it than it does lead lap cars. There's 4 lead lap cars, and, well, actually, I guess it's about even. Especially when they catch Mike here. So, Painter is off the back of the lead group. Doug Spark lost the lead group. And they're not forming up back there at all to try to make a charge at these guys. And the leader's about to hit a roadblock. Alright, so the second pack has started to form up. They are 5.5 seconds back, but there's not many of them. We're going to go 3 wide at the front of the field. Yeah, I don't see the 63 winning with that front end damage. Kevin lost the second pack, it's gone back to the third.
Trouble in the back. Twinkies, number 29, off the pace. No smoke could be a fuel issue.
I know it's great because when he inevitably screams all of a sudden, it gives you a chance to look over your shoulder and see what's
38
happening.
in points, so
We'd always tried to find some way so that we were all in sync, but it just is for those of us watching on TeamSpeak being behind the broadcast.
doing a good job, but this is going to be a definite setback.
Second pack's not gaining. If anything, they're going back to the third pack. And that gives you an idea what the delay is. When I say something on TeamSpeak, it's 10 seconds for a year. Lovely.
Nobody actually asked permission to do that, they just kind of did.
Well, then how did they even know?
Because I didn't show up for class. No. I didn't show up for choir. No, Pastor knew before me. I don't know. I didn't show up for class on Tuesday.
You're confusing the hell out of me now. I'm asking, how do I get on the prayer list if you haven't told anybody anything?
Because I didn't show up for class at 7 on Tuesday. And told them that
Okay, that was the part you were leaving out.
well, I thought it wasn't given, and I had to tell them why I didn't show up.
Could have made something exciting up. They discovered that the water heater in the house is full of Jell-O, you know, just something exciting. So they're dropping the lap cars out of here as the second pack's pulling away from the third again.
I bought groceries for Timothy, not for us. So no, I didn't buy it.
Ooh, got a little sketchy there. Yeah, there's so much damage on the front of that car. 10 to go. Troy Torgerson is the leader, but if he gets in a clean air ahead of this lap car, I don't know that he's going to hold that lead with the front end damage he's nursing.
How much is he leading by?
18 inches.
Who's second?
Well, at the line it was Ben White, but now it's Dwight York. The 4 lead lap cars in the front group are Torgerson, York, Jackson, and White, and York's taking the lead. They just forced Torgerson up at the high side. And the second pack doesn't seem to want to be going back to the third pack, because they keep fading back in close to them, and then they come charging back towards the front pack. If all those guys would come together, maybe they could get caught up, but they're running out of time. Honestly, I feel like if they leave Torgerson out to dry on the outside, he'll just lose this draft, but they keep letting him back in. Okay, second and third pack have finally come together right now over me, and they are 6 1/4 seconds back. But they're losing time still. I'm not 100% sure that Dwight can actually make it on fuel. He might need more. And they've let Torgerson take the lead back, because they just keep letting him park in behind lap cars. Torgerson's going to get shuffled up again. Maybe this time they won't let him back in. But of course they will. Ooh, White hunting on the bottom. Yeah, second pack's just losing time, probably because they're racing the snot out of each other because the AI aren't smart enough to get in line and ride. Single file up here at the front. 4 to go this time around. Dwight York leads, but he's got 3 lap cars in front of him. Lead group's finally seeming to drop the 80 off the back of the field, but I'm sure he'll come right back here when they do something stupid. Alright, well, yellow comes out now, the race will be over. So we're hoping to run to the finish. Yeah, second pack's not going to get anywhere near these guys. That pack's breaking up again. York's got White right with him. Torgerson and Jackson together, but they got Mike Carroll in the way. In fact, Carroll's going to try to break them up. Damn lap cars. 2 to go. York continues to lead. These lap cars have become his best friend. But now Mike Carroll's going to try to look to his inside down the backstretch, but doesn't get the run. Here comes Torgerson. Torgerson gets shuffled to the high side, coming to the white flag. Dwight doesn't have a lead lap car within 3 car lengths of him. Ben White at the back of the group now. One more time around, Dwight York leads the pack. Well, actually, he doesn't lead the pack. He leads the race. He's not at the front of the pack. He's got a lap car in front of him. Reno Jackson got Tommy Davis in front of him, and then York ahead. Davis is going to look to the bottom. Reno's going to try to go with him. Doors open. Here they come. Reno's going to put him 3 wide.
Let's go.
Reno's going to take the lead off the corner, looking for anybody else that's on the lead lap, but he's got push coming from 2 lap down cars. And Reno Jackson's got it. He is going to win the Alabama 270.
Reno Jackson wins his first career Busch Bonanza race.
Ben White comes home second. Dwight York third. Fourth, Troy Torgerson. Rod Weston fifth. Tony Gunk sixth. Kevin Corbett came home in P7. Doug Spark right behind him in 8th. 9th, Jack Painter. And 10th, Steven Spears.
All right. Let's go, Steve-O.
Let's see. John Cheeseman in 11th. Nate Moorhead 12th. Chad Glass 13th. Mulder Hill in 14th. Ron Stout 15th. Dalton 16th. And Bink 17th. Then we got Shadle, Griffin, Alexander, Stephen Lowe, Nigel Ramaswamy. First car lap down.
Who's Alexander?
Seb Alexander. It's the first race all season
yeah.
he's made, I think. First car 1 lap down was Mike Carroll, then Tommy Davis, Alex Stello, Hawkins in 26th, Scott Drake 27th, Steve Inkman 28th. Tony Tonto Jr. went to the pits on the last lap with a blown tire and didn't resume. James DeCourcy in 30th, Raines 31st. Then we've got the retirements: White, Stapleton, Daniels, Diggs, Mersdorf, Whitman, Beresford, Sphere, Foley, and Vatcher. see what that's done to our points.
Who's next?
Next after what?
I didn't hear the last DNF part.
Vatcher was the last car. Nobody got 42nd because that car blew up on the grid, didn't even make it to the start-finish line.
He still counts.
You don't score points if you don't make the start.
What's his name?
That was Bobby Farrell.
Oh, I can see him doing that.
He wasn't the only car that had a problem on the grid. The other one just actually got out there. Now I'm doing the points. I really hope maybe that good finish might have gotten Doug up into the points a little higher. It had to have helped Kevin. That's his best finish all season.
Or did Mersdorf finish?
He was in the big crash.
Oh. It's a tough break for the man.
So Diggs is still the points leader. Mersdorf actually.
Let's go.
Mersdorf moved up to second over Gino Sphere because they were all in that crash. Mike Carroll's fourth, Rod Weston fifth, picked up 2 spots. Adam Beresford and Tommy Davis both dropped spots down to 6th and 7th. Painter up to 8th. Dwight York up to 9th. Ron Stout, then Scott Drake. Tony Tonto Jr. lost 2 spots. Dave Daniels dropped 5 down to 13th. Tony Gunt jumped up 4 to 14th. Broderick lost 2. Stephen Lowe lost 1. John Cheeseman up 2. Nigel up 2. Ben White has gotten into the top 20 up to 19th. Jackson Vatcher is down to the 20 spot, lost 4 spots. The gap between Vatcher and Torgerson, 3 points. And then another 33 back to Doug Spark in 22nd. Bobby Farrell lost 6 spots. Jared Mogard down 3. He missed the show. Mulder Hill and Reno Jackson up 3. Stapleton lost 2 despite being in the race. Stephen Davis lost 4. Nate picked up 2. Chad Glass up 8 spots.
Nice. Former Richmond winner.
Kevin picked up 7 spots. He's now 40th in points.
Now he's in the top 40 in 1 series.
And let's see. 63rd in points, but not running for the championship, Johnny Reed Foley.
Did you make a start yet?
What?
Did you start yet?
Don't think so. I thought about running this race, but then realized I wouldn't be able to run the second Talladega and all the road courses if I did that. Let's see, the extravaganza drivers, Foley's got 1, Zach's got 1, Spears, Bink, JB all have 1. Dalton's done 2 now. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. It wasn't until Bristol that I started bothering with anybody. Alright, well that was a good race. Now everybody put on the extravaganza race.